What are common pool resources? A common pool resource, CPR, is a good that is rival in consumption. One person's use subtracts from what's left for others. But non-excludable or costly to exclude people from using. Think fisheries, groundwater basins, grazing lands, forests, or the capacity of the atmosphere to absorb CO2. The core economic problem is overuse. Because it's hard to keep people out, each user has a private incentive to take a little more, pushing total extraction beyond the socially efficient level. Historically, the idea crystallized in two landmark contributions. First, Garrett Hardin's 1968 essay, The Tragedy of the Commons, popularized the intuition that open access leads to depletion. But Hardin blurred a crucial distinction: open access resources, no rules, anyone can use, versus commonly managed resources, communities with norms and enforcement. That's where Elinor Ostrom's work, Nobel Prize 2009, changed the conversation. Studying irrigation systems in Spain and the Philippines, forests in Nepal, and fisheries in Turkey and the US, she showed that communities often avoid tragedy through robust institutions, rules about who can use what, when, and how, along with monitoring and sanctions. It helps to place CPRs in the goods box. Private goods are rival and excludable, sandwiches. Public goods are non-rival and non-excludable, national defense. Club goods are non-rival up to congestion and excludable, a toll road or a streaming service. Common pool resources are the awkward quadrant, rival but hard to exclude. That mix creates negative externalities. My harvest lowers the stock available to you and to future me. How do we govern CPRs? Three broad approaches: state regulation. Governments set quotas, seasons, gear limits, or protected areas, e.g., catch limits in fisheries, logging permits in forests. Works well with good data and credible enforcement, but can be blunt or capture-prone. Market-based tools. Define use rights and let them trade. Individual transferable quotas, ITQs, in fisheries. Cap and trade for emissions, groundwater pumping rights. These harness incentives but require careful initial allocations and monitoring. Community governance. Ostrom's design principles are the greatest hits. Clearly defined boundaries, rules that fit local conditions, users who help make the rules, monitoring by accountable monitors, graduated sanctions, low-cost conflict resolution, recognition of the right to organize, and nested institutions for large systems. When these are present, CPRs can be surprisingly resilient. A bit of game theory. CPR overuse is a social dilemma. In a simple static model, the non-cooperative Nash outcome features too much extraction relative to the social optimum. Add biology or hydrology, and it becomes dynamic. Stocks adjust over time, and the efficient path keeps the resource near a regenerative sweet spot. Think maximum sustainable yield, though real-world optimal management typically targets a safer, more conservative level. Examples make it concrete. Fisheries. New Zealand's ITQ system and Alaska's limited entry fisheries show how rights and enforcement stabilize stocks. Water. California's adjudicated basins limit total pumping. Spain's centuries-old Tribunal de las Aguas de Valencia famously arbitrates irrigation disputes swiftly in public every Thursday. Forests and pastures. Swiss alpine commons coordinate seasonal access and herd size. Atmospheric sinks. Carbon markets cap total emissions, turning an unpriced CPR into a managed asset. Even urban roads behave like a CPR during rush hour. Each driver adds congestion. Congestion pricing is a way to create excludability at peak times. Two curiosities. First, not everything shared is a CPR. Open source software is largely non-rival. My download doesn't reduce yours, so it's closer to a public good. Second, technologies can move goods across quadrants. Satellite tracking and electronic monitoring make exclusion cheaper, enabling tradable quotas where it was once impractical. Bottom line, common pool resources aren't doomed to tragedy. With the right mix of rules, incentives, and local knowledge, communities, markets, and states can align private incentives with the long-run health of the resource. Up above, I've left you more videos so you can keep learning law. Remember to give us a like and subscribe.